Stop scrolling, stop scrolling, stop scrolling.
Man, listen, if y'all only knew what we say behind the scenes of the show before the show start, we probably get fired. Listen, people. Listen, it's the Handicap and Show podcast. We're back. I told you we'll come back, and I told you we got a special guest. But before I let the special guest introduce herself, I just want to tell y'all, I almost didn't make it to the show, to my own show. All right, but listen, we about to turn up this show because we got a special guest, and I want the special guest to introduce herself.
Hey guys, my name is Alora D. How y'all doing? Y'all may know me from the Aloran Hour Network and a bunch of other stuff. A bunch of messy stuff, y'all. I do Alora with the T. I be telling everybody business but my own.
Right.
Your business, your sister business, your cat business. It don't matter.
That's what's up. Well, so I hope they ain't sensitive, and I hope they're ready for a good show tonight, because it's on.
Cool. Now you kicking it with the coolest dude in the wheelchair, Rule Life NASA, and I got my co-host.
Man, you know Mike Hill 57, always opinionated, never intimidated.
All right. So where do y'all want to start today? Because there's so much we can talk about. We could talk about Papoose and Remy Ma. We could talk about Offset and Cardi B.
Just go. I guess let's just start with the Remy, then go with the new, then go to Cardi.
Okay, let me tell you why I'm a little frustrated about the whole thing, right? Because Remy Ma broke up with Papoose to talk to Easy the Black Captain that looked like a Papoose Walmart version. Have y'all seen him?
Yeah. We say that.
He looked just like dude.
I think they both got a type, obviously, because like dude look like Pap, and then she kind of like in the Remy family. So man, I think they got a type. So
like
they both got
Papoose like women that can fight and that can shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
he always take me a shooter. Give me a shooter.
See, a shooter? They the shooter, but somebody protect you, man. That's so yeah.
Give me
all right, now, Lord D, let me ask you this question, okay? Papoose went on to a live one day. You know what I'm saying? He did like a whole 2-hour live, right? He said he rode up on Easy the Black Captain. He punched Easy the Black Captain in the face, boop bop, 2 or 3 times, right? He said the reason why he did it was you shook my hand and you slept with my wife. Now I put that on Facebook, right? I said never shake a man's hand and sleep with his wife, and I got a whole bunch of mixed reviews. How do you feel about that? Now, do you feel like the punch was warranted?
I do. I feel like if I don't know. I kind of do, but then I kind of don't. Because I feel like Pat knew they were messing around already. So it's not like it was something new. Because Pat and Remy have not been together for a minute. I just think that Pat was in denial about the extent of their relationship. So I think once he realized they were sleeping together, then he's like, oh, wait, hold on. So this for real? Oh, she really doing the generic version? Okay. Yeah.
And man,
go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
I just feel like, as far as the shaking the hand thing, like, it ain't like him and Pat was friends. So he ain't really got no loyalty to Pat. So it's more Remy being disrespectful of anything, because he just decided to. It ain't like he was homies with Pap. They weren't business partners. They ain't associates. They ain't do a feature together. They ain't work at Walmart together. They weren't never co-workers. So he ain't got no loyalty. I mean, you shake somebody's hand like they say "what up," and we in a certain setting, you shake the hand, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. He ain't really had no loyalty, so I don't think the shake the hand thing make it work for me. If he shook his hand or not, he still fuck Remy. But I don't think the handshake that don't really got nothing to do with it for
Okay, so
me.
let me paint a scenario because I don't think you understand this, Michael. Like, listen, all right. Say you with
I
somebody,
do, but
right?
go ahead.
Hold on, hold on,
Yeah,
hold
go
on.
ahead. Go ahead.
Say you with somebody, right? And everything cool, and then she takes she got a friend or whatever. She tell you they not doing nothing, so you go, what's up, bro? You know,
Mm.
like they good friend. You go, what's up, bro? You dap them up, and then all of a sudden you find out that they sleeping together. Yeah, he getting punched in his face, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
if
And
my
it,
then
husband
like,
is that way, because if it was a female, I'm gonna bust that bitch right in her sheets. I'm good.
I,
No.
that's what he did. He bust open in the shit. That's what he
I,
did.
I just feel like this. If I dapped you up, then you start coming over the crib like we all cool. You eating my ribs and shit and my burgers and my brats. Then and we watching the game together because you my girlfriend. So we watching the game and shit like that. Then that's a little different. But if I meet you one time and I just shake your hand saying what up, not that kind of shit. Ain't like he was at the house and they was having powwows together and she thought, oh, this just a homie from back in the day, so I'm gonna be cool. Okay, Fat Joe. Now, if Remy was smashing Fat Joe, that'd
Oh
be
God.
different. Cause he be like, yeah, Pap, like my brother, man, my kids call him uncle and all that. That's different. If Remy was smashing Fat Joe, then I get it. But this easy to block captain, nah. He only met him once, bro. He only met him once. He wasn't kicking it at the house. They wasn't chilling on the lawn together, bro. They didn't hit the blood. They didn't even hit a
But
blunt.
if you knew about me though,
That's
He
what
you
I'm
don't have to hit it.
saying.
hell,
You know about
but,
me, and this is my marriage, so you disrespect
but,
my marriage.
but I know about Pap and Remy because they famous. Everybody knew they was together.
But listen though, like if cause like here's the thing though, cause the girl can talk about the dude, and the
Mm,
dude gonna play his position the whole
mm,
time,
Like,
cause he
yeah,
getting laid, so he don't care.
that's
that's
why I
very
do. That's why I think a lot of times when dudes decide person that it usually goes smooth. Usually women fall in love when they decide chick and they want to become the main chick. A lot of times dudes just play their role. Now that's some crazy dudes out there that try to fuck it up and bust it with the two. But in most cases, if the dude
I'm
decides to side, he just like, cool. He ain't trying to fuck up the situation. He ain't trying to come by the house. He ain't trying to call you at 3 in the morning. You already told him. The woman already told him, I'm gonna call you when he ain't around. So you
mm.
already know, and you just wait on that phone call.
Well, most of the time, women who have side dudes, our main dude always be taking care of us. The main dude gonna make sure the bills paid, make sure we're good,
Mhm.
make sure we got money in our pocket. The side dude don't want to do all of that. He just want to slide through, hit, and go about his business.
Yeah, that's what I'm
so
saying.
It's the
so I
So
side
gotta.
dudes. It's the
I'm glad
side
you
dudes
said
who
that,
ride and
right?
dine. Those
I'm
ones you
glad you.
got to worry about.
I'm glad you
yeah,
said that. So what is the main reason why a lot of these females want to have a side dude if y'all got a good man at the crib?
No, honey. That just because you paying the bills and you make sure I got money don't mean you a good man. That means you're a provider. There's a
yeah,
difference.
see,
There's a
I
lot
There's
of
a
dudes out here
difference
that don't provide though.
because
Oh, I
why
like
am I about
this.
to
I
leave?
like
Why am
this.
I about to leave a situation where I'm comfortable, he's comfortable? More than likely, we got kids. More than likely, we're building something together. Why am I going to leave that situation for someone who doesn't have the same vision that the person I am with has? Now, we may not always be together on eye to eye stuff, we're not perfect together, but when it comes to handling finances, loving each other, making sure the kids are tight, and being a cohesive family, we're going to show up in every way. But there's things like maybe we don't have time for each other. Maybe, we just been together for so long and we want to see what it's like out there. So we have like a little arrangement. Go do you, I do me. Don't bring back no babies, no STDs, and don't have no bitches calling me. pay these bills, make sure everything's good. Because at the end of the night, you gonna have my back. I'm gonna have your back. Get out here. Most of these niggas can't even hang with their own kids. They don't want to watch their biological kids. But your man at home, that man with his kids, he had basketball practice, he had football practice. Why am I leave that man for a loser? I just need somebody to clean these pipes and then he can go about his business.
See, so Lord D just told y'all, if you got a good job, and you a good babysitter, they ain't leaving. But if you ain't got no pipe game, you might get cheated on, man. You gotta satisfy them in the bed. You gotta satisfy them in the bed, because if you don't, boy, they gonna cheat, because ain't no chick trying to mess with a dude that's small and he ain't got no motion in the ocean. You better get out there and start swimming, boy. Kind of something like that.
He ain't giving it. Because some men don't give it. Y'all be shocked. There be some men who not give it. And just like if a woman is not giving it to her man, he gonna go out there and cheat, right?
So what's worse? He not giving it, or he giving it but it's whack? What's worse?
Not giving it.
Okay,
because
you can make the best out of whack.
Can you?
Because hold on.
Listen, all you gotta do is take a picture of Wesley Snipes in his prime on the ceiling bed. Let him go to work. Let him think he cleaning them pipes. Let him think you gonna need to be walking cricket. You gonna be walking cricket when he done. Listen, baby, no. Let that man think he done did something.
What? So Wesley Snipes and Blade 2. Okay, we get it.
Because look.
Yeah. Yes.
Because look, like, because I used to be a host, so like I done knocked down some trash cat before. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends. Like, damn, like I ain't got done in a minute. You know what I'm saying? You right here, like I guess, but like you don't want to keep. You don't want to keep. That's the way I looked at it back in the day. You don't want to keep doing it, but it's like. I done been with the homies. I done been with the homies that had to take a couple for the team. Like, all right, God damn.
If she on her back and she rolling her eyes, bro, count your days. Count your days, man. I'm telling you, man. And some dude, I mean, as a dude, I think you just gotta do everything, because if you provide and that's it, it ain't gonna be enough. If you not piping them, or you just piping them and ain't doing nothing else, that ain't enough. If you ain't stimulating their mind, you gotta do everything, man. You can't really be falling short in no area. Because whatever area you fall short in, she gonna find a dude to fulfill that area.
I don't think it's necessarily like that. I think that some women, there's some women out here who are like that. But for the woman who has a man and she's in love with him, there's normally a reason why she goes and cheat, because he already been cheating. He's already been doing him, and he's already been slacking. He's already we dealt with so much. He is the provider, and he comes home with his kids, but he acts like you're not around. He doesn't mow the lawn. He doesn't prioritize things in his life that he's supposed to. And you have to be a mother, a chef, a confidant, a healer. You have to be in all of these roles. A mediator. Don't forget, we got to go up to school and deal with all of this. Go up there and check the little bullies, and we have to be in all of those roles. So oftentimes men come home from work and be like, "Hey, I did my duty."
And don't do that. Yeah, I do. That's a good point, but yeah, that's what I'm pretty much saying. If he's lacking in any area, you can't lack in no area in a relationship. Because, like you say, some men do just come home, bring the check, and think that's it. But especially if the woman working too, then if the woman working too and you working, you're gonna have to cook sometime. You're gonna have to clean sometime. You're gonna have to watch kids, because it ain't like she a stay-at-home mom. So she working just like you working. So you can't tell her, okay, we both worked hard today. You can't tell her, hey, what we eat, what you cooking. Not every day, man. Sometimes you gotta cook, or you better do Uber Eats or something, or take her out. Yeah, And you gotta take your woman on dates. I know dudes that was in relationships and be like, man, I go to work, come home, I just chill. I'm like, all right, man, your girl gonna leave because your girl, you gotta take your girl out sometimes. Sometimes she gonna want to put on a dress, get dressed up, and go out. And you just want to stay in the house and scratch your balls all day, cause her friend on the
Nah, yeah, I
phone,
know you ain't said scratch the
her,
balls,
her
gang.
friend on the phone telling her about the new restaurant. Cat Williams in town. They went to the concert. You didn't go because you tired, you boring, you don't like to do nothing. Count your days.
Let,
Yes.
let, let me say this though. Let me clear my throat and say this proudly. Me, Root Life NASA, I'm a good dude. I'm clingy. You know what I'm saying? You want to go out? You want to go on a date? I got you. Need help with the laundry? I got you. I love the kids. Need help with the kids? I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I'm a provider. Don't worry about it. I got you. I just wanted to get that out there. There's a good man out here.
Are you just let them know you single and ready to mingle out
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hit him up. Hit him
Hey,
up.
look.
Hit him up. He ready.
Hey,
He
I just,
ready.
yeah, you
that made
know.
me think so. I don't know if is clinky a good thing. Everybody on the panel think being clinky is good.
I'm
Uh,
not overly clingy though. Like,
I don't know, Rude.
I think that
Okay,
it is. I think that it is, but it isn't. So I'm clingy as fuck.
okay. That's
But
fuck. So,
I'm not.
so you real clingy. Okay.
Yeah, but there's wait. But let me explain what I'm clingy to.
Okay.
So when you come home from work and you've done all the things that you wanted to do, I'm gonna want to cuddle. I want to put Netflix on it, and I just want to be held. I don't want to do nothing else. I want you in this house before midnight.
Okay, so you do got a curfew.
yeah, see, this
Okay.
is what I like. This is what I like.
Amen.
I mean, but now if you out with your homies and y'all at the club, so 2 o'clock is fine.
Okay,
But
yeah.
yeah, so but I feel like if you have a family, you should not be out at no 2 a.m. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
be out
yeah.
unless it's a special occasion. It gotta be
Yeah,
one of
I was
my
just about to say a special occasion like
birthdays.
bachelor party or
Yeah,
somebody's
yeah.
birthday, but just a regular weekend, every weekend, nah.
Mhm. Now I ain't gonna blow your line down 1,000 times a day. I ain't that type of clingy. I ain't
Okay.
gonna be when you with your boys. I'm what you doing? Who you with? I ain't that type of clingy. But I am clingy in the sense of I don't want to go places without my man. So like my
Okay.
husband, he was like, I told him I was like, man, I really wanted to go get a steak the other day. I was like, but I've been watching my budget. He's like, what you mean? He's like, go get your steak. He's like, if we can't both afford to go, he's like, you just go. I told him, I said, I'm not about to go to the steak joint without you. That is our thing. Like,
Oh, that's
I
cool.
eat steak by myself. I'm gonna go with my man, you know?
That's
That's
what's up.
Uh,
That
see,
ain't clingy. All right,
see,
so what's your version of clingy, Rude?
okay, let me. I'm sorry again. Let me say. Okay, listen. I am clingy. I like to, spend
Tell
time.
the truth, Rude. Tell the truth.
I like to spend time with my girl. You know what I'm saying? Where I go, you go. You know what I mean? Like we a team. This is, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with team. We watch basketball, football. That's all teams. We grew up on watching teams. So let's make a team, people. Let's let's go out together. Let's get tired of each other. When I get tired of you, I'm gonna just go in the room, play the PlayStation 5. You sit out there, you watch Lifetime. We meet in about an hour or two. You know what I mean? Now, I do like my space. I do like space. So I'm the type of person I want to go places with you 4 or 5 times, or 4 or 5 times. Like maybe like 4 days out the week or whatever. But that Saturday, hey, go hang with your homegirls or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Let me play the PlayStation 5 real quick. Let me get on this Call of Duty real quick. You feel me? Like I'm clingy. All right. Now maybe I'm not clingy, but I do like reassurance. Okay, I like reassurance. I need to know, hey, no matter what, I got you. Type. I need that. I'm the type of person I need reassurance. I'm a Cancer. We
Mhm.
cancers, we need a lot of reassurance. Can't help it. Clingy. Want to hug you. Want to? I like touch. I need hugs and kisses and sex in the middle of the night. That's how I give it up. I can't help it. That's how. So there's nothing wrong with being clingy. Nothing.
No,
I don't understand why people don't like it.
Oh man, oh this so man, y'all so sweet, man.
Narcissists don't like it.
Right,
Uh,
right. I
I
like
think I, I
go
think I
ahead.
was in a relationship with a narcissistic person. I'm not sure.
Maybe
I can't. What's some of the traits of a narcissistic person? Because I got to see if I was in a relationship with her. Oh,
They're not apologetic. They find a way to put everything back on you, even though you're
yeah,
pouring your heart out into them. They're aware of their actions, but they refuse to change. Narcissistic people are people who know they out here cheating and they know they got bullshit in their phone. They leave their phone unlocked. You can catch them. They like the thrill to be caught, and they like the attention that it brings. And then they like the role to play. God, that's just my friend.
yeah, they do a lot of
oh, I was going with
a lot of
narcissistic person.
gaslighting. They do a lot of gaslighting and blame you when they know they doing shit like, nah, it's you. And sometimes they tell like stories of grandeur too. It's a lot like big lies and shit like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, if she was, man, glad you out of that situation because it ain't no good.
Oh, I got
Mm-mm.
a real question, y'all. I got a real question. Okay. Now, I got to go back to review my Papoose situation because I got a real question. Now, Papoose said he knocked Easy the Black Captain out twice. Boop bop, boop bop. All right. Now, could you be with a dude could you be with a dude or a woman that just gets her ass whooped, gets his ass whooped, and don't do nothing about it?
Yeah, that's a good question for you, Alora.
Okay, you can only get your ass whooped 2 times. You got
Okay,
2 times.
two.
You can't make it to 3. You can't
Two
make it
times out of the whole relationship.
2 times.
Okay,
Because now at this point, why the fuck you keep getting in fights? You need some mace and stun gun. Okay, that's what you need at this point. I'm not. But you know what? No, I'm really joking. As long as you're not a bitch, as long
okay.
as you can stand up for yourself, and even if you get your ass beat, I
Fight,
just
at least fight back.
at least fight back, at least pinch the bitch, excuse me language. I just feel like if you run from an ass whooping, I can never trust you. I would never want you around me.
That made me think something. So I saw a scenario on another pod called Black Kids Only, and I said I was going to ask you, Lord. So this the scenario. So
Hmm.
I know you got a husband, but let's just say because that might change your answer. But let's just say that's your fiance, your husband, your fiance. Y'all ain't went to the next. Y'all ain't got married yet. So you got a fiance, and so you are with your fiance and your brother, your blood brother. So y'all went to dinner, but y'all parked pretty far. It's late at night. So y'all process of walking to the car. Somebody say, try to stick y'all up, say, hey, give me all the money. And then your fiance runs, leaves you. So now your brother is the only one there to defend you, and he ended up beating the dude up. Now the person that was trying to jack y'all, he made it appear like he had a gun, but he didn't. He like had his hand in his coat and like, give me what you got. But anyway, he ran. He ain't nowhere to be found. The brother ended up beating the dude up. After the brother get finished beating the dude up, y'all call the fiance back and say, hey man, you can come back now. It's safe.
No,
So,
no, no.
so then he come back. What you doing?
Me and my brother gonna whoop his ass. The fuck?
So
You gotta get.
is it over for that relationship?
It's over. It is
Yeah,
done. It is done. It is done. It is done. But there's also a thing where I have to. People know who they're with. So if
yeah,
my
right.
fiance is a little scaredy cat, we aren't ready and on 10 and prepared always anytime we're with him because we know he ain't gonna do spit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I would be done. I
yeah.
wouldn't as
That
myself.
that woman on the podcast, she ended the relationship. She said she stayed in it for like a couple days, and she said she just couldn't because he like just straight ran, like
He
no,
ain't even put up a
just
fight. Like, yeah.
didn't look back or nothing. And she said the thing that got her the most is he didn't even call to check. They had to call him and tell him everything was all right. He didn't even call and check like, hey, y'all good? Nah, bro, they had to call him. And he was like, he was just shooken up. And
That sounds like a setup to me, bro.
nah, that wasn't no setup, man. He just, some dudes like that. I was in a situation before where it wasn't even, oh man, how can I say this without? Okay, so I
Say a
knew
random
somebody.
name. Say a random name.
So I ain't gonna say the name. So I somebody had a house party. The house party got a little bit out of control, right? So then
I
the
remember this
police
story.
showed up. Yeah. So the police showed up. So then it was two women kind of going at it real bad. And you know, they both black. So you know how we do. We're a little extra loud, hands waving, cussing and all this. And one of them like, bitch, I'm about to spit on you. Now in Minnesota, they had just turned that into a felony if you spit on somebody. So the cop was right there looking like, okay. So I seen the cop was looking like, okay, y'all better chill. So I kind of stepped between the cop and the woman, and I was like, hey, woman, hey, chill out, man. I don't want nothing to happen. You see this cop right here, and her person that she was with, he didn't do nothing. He just like stood there in fear. And the 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 woman for a long time talked about that. She didn't let it go because he didn't say anything. And I was the one to come in like, hey, bro, chill. And nah, man, I was a little afraid too because I'm kind of nervous of cops. But I just realized with me, in the moment of fear, I still step up because it's like I don't know. It's just like
Because bro, like if that's your girl's supposed to feel protected by you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And dude didn't do nothing. Like I'm in a whole wheelchair. And the girl I'm with, no, I'm crazy. Like she know if you don't got this, he got that. So like he going so something gonna happen. That's what she's supposed to know. Like I know if I'm with Rude Life NASA, he might take it to the next level or he might go to jail about it. You're supposed to protect your girl at all times.
yeah, man. And now I do disagree because I've been in situations where I knew women that they was like shit starters, so they like start shit and be like, my man will whoop your ass. I'm like, bro, this dude about 6'5", and he didn't even do shit. So I don't mess with them girls that just be starting shit. But if you just
Yeah, because you gotta know the type of girl you with though. Like
yeah,
if you know
yeah,
your girl always starting stuff,
yeah. You gotta know the girl you with, you gotta know the guy you with. So that's very important. But I remember I was dating this one woman. I used to always like walk on the outside of the street where the cars at. And
my girl is super froze.
she'll be trying to walk on the inside. I'm like, nah, cool. Am I froze? Oh, I look
Yeah,
froze.
you super duper froze.
Yeah,
You
you like
doing
Damn.
like you doing like a
Damn.
Jake. You
I'm
doing
trying to
like
see
a
yeah, I see it. I'm trying to see if I come
okay.
back in.
Oh shit,
Man,
hold on.
I'm trying to see if I come back in or am I gonna have to leave out and come back in?
I'll
Damn.
bring you back in, gang.
All right, let me leave out.
yeah.
So
So
yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you feel like Papoose should have went live and spelled all the information that we didn't need to hear about? Because
mm,
he was like Remy's gay, messing with a female. Like I was
no,
like,
I think that at that point he was trying to do everything to tarnish her name. I felt like he seen that she was giving only people only people who act like that when the truth is starting to come out. When you have like, oh my God, I can't believe she had the audacity to leak those messages, to show all of this, and everybody can say everything they wanted about Rim, and he was perfectly fine with it. He let everybody run with the narrative that Rim had been cheating on him since she got out. He just let so many narratives about her go on. And I think she's like, you know what, at this point, Ninja, since you want to sit here and act like I'm this horrible person, let me put the real out about you because as your wife, I sat on it, the T, and I ain't never put you out there. So now I have to put you out here. And so his response was a female response. It wasn't a knee-jerker response because he's already been watching all of this stuff not transform, but transpire through the media. And he decided to say nothing. But as soon as she put out the receipts and Clarence started getting mad, because you better believe Clarence was over there putting on the gloves. Oh, nigga, you was texting her at 2 in the morning, nigga. Clarence was over about to whip his ass.
So does it seem like does it seem like Remy Ma is upset because Papoose moved on with Carissa Shields though?
No.
Does it seem like a little jealousy?
Hey
No.
man, Lord, this team Remy already know she team Remy.
Look how long she sat on that, y'all. They had been separated for a while. Papoose had been moved on with Clarissa for 6 months. It took for Clarissa to keep egging her on. Every little chance she got online, she said something slick about Remy. She ain't directed, but it was indirect. And then she got on the Breakfast Club and she's talking about the divorce and stuff. And she should have said, next question. And that right there was like, okay, I'm tired. Because Pat, why you keep letting her do interviews about me? When she do interviews, tell them that Remy is off topic. Talk about y'all. Talk about what y'all got going on. Because at this point, you have to attach Remy to Pat and Clarissa in order for them to be relevant. That's what it seems like. It's given she's very fucking tired.
Man, she's already a successful boxer. Okay, what y'all think about this? What y'all think?
But she wasn't that known as she is now, though. You got to remember the girlies. Like, I knew who she was because I like MMA. So I knew who she was. But other girls, like girly girls, they didn't know who the fuck Clarissa Shields was. They didn't know who she was. And women, we're the ones, when names and headlines start trending, we're the ones who reshare it and talk about it the most. So remember, all these girls didn't know who the fuck she was. And now they know who the fuck she is. Now she's getting more buzz. Now she's getting
it do open up to a different cloud. Like what's the dude that was with the football player that was with Taylor Swift once they got together?
Oh, you talking about Travis Kelce?
Yeah, Travis Kelce. Because like if you watch football, you knew Travis Kelce, but he wasn't like a super football star that like you knew him outside of football if you wasn't. So I give her that. What y'all think about like
Taylor Swift?
Yeah. It's a lot of especially women that only knew him. And then that helped him he get different looks and different brand opportunities.
It was very much screaming for help. Go back to the black girl.
His followers increased. Yeah, he was one way with the black girl, and he got a different way with.
Now he got a porno mustache.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at him though. He got his little popularity up, got his little Jersey sales up. You gotta do what you gotta do to make it in these streets.
He did. But I feel like what's the real Travis Kelce? Because you one way with the black girl, another way with a white girl. Who are you? That's how I feel.
Different. We all different when we're around different people.
He's still being molded. Travis Kelce is being molded. Each woman that he gets into a relationship with, they pick out what feature they like about him. And I put it together and start molding it.
And I feel like dudes like that, you don't know yourself. Because I done been, I mostly date black women. I dated a Mexican girl, and I dated a white girl, and I was all the same. And with the white girl, it didn't work for me personally. I feel like I had to explain too much culture shit, and it's like too much shit she just didn't understand. So for me, it didn't work because I ain't like super duper pro black, but I am enough pro black.
But my God, you was the first black person she probably talked to though. If you gotta explain some shit to her.
I know, but you know how like she wasn't like she was like 31. So it's like certain things you should know. You shouldn't say like the black. You shouldn't say the blacks at 31. You should know better than not say you ain't 65, you ain't 70. You said it at 31. That's
I'm from VA, so it depends on how you was raised out here too.
Man, but if you raised like that,
you still have opportunity to go out and coach yourself.
Yeah,
A lot of people that I grew up with, their parents, my white friends, some of my white friends' parents did not allow them around us and didn't want them around us. But they made the choice to be around us because they loved who we were. You know, like the
Oh no,
parents
you're
was
right.
racist as shit, but
yeah.
that wasn't in them at all.
Yeah, and it gave me like I'm like if you talking like this, I can imagine how your parents is. And I know my mouth. I ain't the type that I speak up,
Mm-hmm.
but without people asking me. So I already know I couldn't do it. But damn, I forgot my point that I was trying to wrap that around.
Okay,
But
good, because I got another topic.
You know who you are.
yeah, oh yeah. So like you gotta know who you are once you're in a relationship. So either when I was with her, I was myself, I was the same way. Like you know how you don't I'm not saying that I'm one dimensional. So you know how when you in church, you don't act like you are when you at the club, but I am me. I ain't gonna get around and I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, you use sunscreen. I use sunscreen too. Now I know some black people do, but I don't. So I ain't gonna get around you acting, oh, I love using sunscreen. What type of sunscreen do you use?
Like, get
Oh,
the
that's
fuck
so cool.
out of here.
Yeah, I love listening to Metallica because I don't. You know, so I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I love Nickelback. Cause
Now
I
I
don't.
do. Hold on, wait. Now I
Okay.
do.
I
Yeah.
pretty much listen to anything except like I can't really do heavy metal. I can't do classical, and that's about it. But I ain't gonna act like I listen to Nickelback more than I do Kendrick Lamar because I don't. I
I
might
see, but
hear a
like,
Nickelback song and be like, yeah, but that's me personally. I'm just saying
Yeah.
see,
I'm
but
not
like,
gonna.
see,
Probably,
Uh,
but
the
that's probably
difference.
like your environment. Your
yeah,
environment probably didn't have all of that inclusiveness versus mine's where my uncle and aunt raised me. So we had to go to like all the white functions at his job and then we had to go to the white churches and
yeah,
then I'm at the white summer camps and like I mean we got a few black kids there. I think it was like three of us. It was like three black kids there. And
yeah,
so when you're around their culture, or I don't know if they have culture, when you're around them,
yeah,
you their music, you like them. I mean, Nickelback is good. I mean,
yeah.
music is music. Music is good,
So like, so
but
like,
it's the environment.
so
Yeah.
like, so like, I went when I grew up. I went to white schools, white elementary, white middle schools. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I was in like high school when it was mixed. So I grew up off of Seal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they love Seal. Yeah, for sure.
Seal, Backstreet Boys, like all that type of shit. And I remember that whole thing with I think it was Lenny Kravitz when he was like, I wanna get away,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanna fly
Not bad. Black
away.
girls love this sync in the
Yeah,
Backstreet Boys though.
yeah.
Yeah, so like it just depends on what you grew up around. So I understand the whole thing. I do know how to handle myself in both environments. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie about that.
I always say my perfect girl is a girl that ain't scared to go to the hood, but she ain't uncomfortable in the suburbs. Cause I need a girl that can do both. Cause sometimes if she too if she too hood, you can't take her everywhere. And then if she ain't cultured at all, you can't take her there either. So I just want a girl that got duality. But yeah, I was just saying like, yeah, just whoever you are, just be that. But a lot of people just change based on like who they're around. They'll do a whole 360 because I've seen people do that too. Like they'd be a whole different person
Oh
depending
yeah,
on the
no.
crowd of people. And I'm like, damn, you did a whole like damn. I don't know now. I don't know the real you,
Hmm.
but yeah. But that just I think just when you
That's
confident in yourself, you don't do that.
yeah, that's like that girl Holly. I think her name is Holly Madison from the was it Hugh Hefner's house. She wanted to marry him. She
Oh
started
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Oh no, I
you're
don't know. I don't know. Fill me
Yeah,
in.
they showed
you're
the girl next
Marilyn,
door,
not
the
Kendra.
reality show.
Holly, not Kendra, but Holly.
Okay.
she was the older one, and she was always acting like she was Hugh Hefner's wife. She started dating Marilyn, I think it's named Marilyn Manson or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's when we seen her, she always had blonde hair. She was this cute little snow bunny. She started dating him, and girlfriend and went dark, lips black.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, girl, what the fuck are
Like,
you
man,
doing?
you did the total opposite. You did the Travis Kelce. You
Yeah.
know?
A lot
Yeah.
of people do that. They assume the role or the identity of their mate.
Yeah.
And I think that's where people go wrong, because that's where you lose yourself.
Right. But they
Yeah.
say Erica Badu be making them every dude she get
Oh
with, she
yeah,
make
no.
them change their hoes. I'm like, man,
That's when you
dudes
got
be like,
that
I'm
good.
scared of her, boy. They be scared of Erica Badu. 'Cause every guy she get with, he end up changing. I'm like, boy, I don't know what that girl got. I don't
But
want
no,
it.
She can tell me, but
Erica
she
Badu's aura is different though.
girl, what's up? What you doing, girl? What you doing? What you
Yeah,
doing?
I know. Whatever she doing, I gotta stay away, boy. Cause she do
All
look
right,
good, but she,
all right. So I got another topic we could talk about. Are y'all familiar with the Cardi B situation?
yeah.
Okay, so Cardi B went on to Twitter Twitter Spaces. You know what I'm saying? And she was going in. What's her boyfriend's name? What's her baby? Her little baby father's name again?
Offset.
Offset. Yeah, I can't. I don't know why I can't get it right between Tucker and Offset. I don't know why I can't. All right. So she was all like, Offset, he didn't help pay, for none of the kids' school and the the, the lessons, and she got to spend a whole bunch of money. And she said that Cardi B said she was actually depressed. She wasn't happy because she said she was so afraid that when she woke up in the morning to check her social media, that Offset was gonna be out here cheating. You know what I'm saying? So she said she's finally happy. She's finally in a good place. Now, being that she's finally in a good place and she's finally happy, she's out with the football player that plays for the Houston Texans. You know,
Yeah. Stephon
she's showing
Diggs.
her Stephon Diggs.
Fine.
She's showing her
He
whole.
gonna cheat
She,
too, shit. He gonna cheat too.
but
All
listen,
men.
and that's why I do not cheat. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna go back. But but she is out here showing her whole ass. You know what I mean? Because she's happy. Now,
Mhm.
here's where the problem lies. Okay, Cardi B's child, you know, got a new hairstyle or whatever. Got the Stephon Diggs braids. Same thing. You know what I mean? And Offset, he wasn't happy about that. He crashed out on social media. You know what I'm saying? Said some threatening things. I can't remember what he said, but I know he threatened her. You know what I'm saying? Said some threatening things. And everybody's looking at Offset like, bro, what's wrong with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so here's the thing. And Michael, this goes for you because you're a man. If you broke up with your girl, or you've been doing your girl wrong, so she claims I'm not there. You've been doing your girl wrong, and she finally goes to somebody else, and she's happy. She's showing her ass, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She giving your child the haircut of the dude that she's with. How would you feel about that?
Okay, so let me think about this. Now the people that's just trying to gaslight you, they gonna say it's just a haircut. But hear
Right.
me out right quick. Hear me out right quick.
Well,
Y'all
they're
know how
braids. It's braids.
y'all know
Yeah,
how
little
Boosie be,
braids.
y'all know how Boosie be having a Boosie fade, right? So okay.
That's his kids, though. You can't use that. That's his kids.
Right. So if his girl got with somebody else, broke up with him, got with somebody else, and she cut the Boosie fade and got his hair like her new dude, I ain't gonna crash out, but it's kind of like, all right, you being petty. Cause like, come on, man, but other than that, man, I think it's kind of whack that Offset went for spousal support? Just because now
Shit.
I'm kind of 50-50 on it though. Because if the woman making less money and she gets spousal support, all the women be like, girl, get that bag. But
Mhm.
so now we know Cardi making more than Offset. I think we already knew that anyway.
Yeah.
So is
Offset don't
it
really
wrong?
rap like that.
So is it wrong that he going for spousal support? Because if the shoe was on the other foot, would nobody have a problem with it? It just looked kind of crazy as a man. But I don't trip off double standards because men got double standards that benefit them, and women got double standards that benefit them, and that's just life. You know what I mean? So
So, oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
So when I first broke the tea that they was dating 7 years ago, I think 7 to 6 years ago,
What you mean?
I told
Hold on, hold on,
when
hold on. They been dating that long? 7
they've been
years ago.
married for 7 years.
Oh, you
Um,
mean I thought you was talking about Stefan Disney Cardi. I must
Nah,
say,
she's about her Offset.
okay.
so when they did that one video together, I don't know which one it was before Clout. I think it was like the stick up or something. I forget, but it was about them robbing the bank. But that was their first video together, and that's when everybody had found out that they was married and everything. I said he see the star that she's gonna become because her Bodak Yellow had just hit. I said he is aligning himself. He's aligning himself to. I'm sorry. He's
That's
aligning
cool. I
his.
like
I'm sorry. He's aligning himself for a payday. I ain't seen it because he married her too fast. They didn't know each other like that. She just broke into the industry. Rap dudes don't marry nobody that fast. He knew that he wasn't as good as a rapper as the other two Migos. So he had to align himself a little honey bag. And that's exactly what he did.
So
That's
no, go ahead,
games he
go ahead.
played. That's why he played his
So,
games for so long. Cardi knew that. Everyone knew that but Cardi. The
so you
video,
don't think his love for Cardi was genuine?
no.
hell nah.
No. No. Cardi was young. Cardi was already in a relationship. She was engaged. She wanted to be loved. He gave her interest. No man is going to marry no one that fast.
Hold on. So
Especially
how long did it take for them to get married? Because that's the part I really don't remember.
they weren't even dating like a year. They got married fast. Allegedly, they got married fast.
Okay,
And
that is kind of fast.
think
Hey,
about it.
look, I do. I've been in relationships fast myself, so I understand.
But ain't
They
no
got
dude,
married.
ain't no
They were
dude that's rich getting married that fast.
marriage in under a year allegedly. Think about this. He knew his other baby mamas for a long time, had kids with them, had multiple kids with one, I believe. He
Never
ain't never,
married none of them.
and yet he was cheating on her allegedly with them.
Yeah.
So why not marry them? You know why? Because
Okay,
they're
I
not
give you that. Yeah, a year is kind of crazy for
they're
for a rich rapper that's young. Yeah, a year because
not exactly. They're
I
not
tell
doing
you, dudes only most dudes we get married because we really in love and we don't want to lose the woman. We not 5 years old dreaming about our wedding like women do.
yeah.
So so when a guy marries a woman, it's because man, I really love this woman. We done been through. She got my back. I really love her. I don't want to lose it, and we do it to show our woman how much we love her. It ain't like, oh man, I really want to get married when I grow up. We don't think like that. So yeah, for him to get married that fast as a famous rapper with money, yeah, it's kind of
All right,
like
so he put a Rocky and Rihanna. It's cool. Rocky got with
Exactly.
Rihanna.
no, I feel
Exactly.
like they dated long. I feel like they dated longer. They knew each other for a
They
while.
dated long. They ain't even dated that long before she had a baby, but he ain't dropped no ring on it, and she
But
Yeah,
was.
listen, but listen, you don't see
I think
Rocky out here
yeah.
complaining though. You don't see Rocky know what it is. Rocky's like, look, I know Rihanna is more famous than me, but I'm set for life. So you go do what you gotta do.
You need her money, right? So, but here's the thing though, he's asking for spousal support. Ninja, you got how many kids out here? That woman has to now pay the bills by herself. That woman said she's already paying for the schooling and everything. And you want spousal support? Look at Remy. Remy said, Papoose, Go about your way. I don't want child support. I don't want spousal support. I don't want you to pay for a school. I don't want you to pay for anything. Anything.
But
And
I
look at
think that's because Papa already, she being fair far as that go. I think Papa already doing what he got to do as a father. So they like, we ain't got to go
Nah, I
through
don't think
it.
so. I
right.
don't think so.
I don't think Pat being a deadbeat, man. I really
But
don't.
wait, because
She said he ain't seen his child in a little while, and she said there's some perverts in
Well,
that.
but then that video, they were both at the house. What was that, Christmas? They was
But
both.
nah,
but you got to remember though, men will be around their kids as long as they could be around the mothers. As long when we cut them off, they do not want to be around their kids. A lot of them do
They
not.
some dudes, cause
Some
that ain't
some
yeah, that ain't some dudes be really about their kids, but it is some dudes like that. Like after they with the woman, they don't really mess with their kids. They only mess with the
I know three of
dude
them.
the dudes that they only take care of the kids of the girl they with, whatever girl that is. It only got to be
and then it's
it don't got to be their kids. But
and
some
then it's
dudes
some
are, but this
and then it's
dudes
some
are
dude
really
and then it's some dudes and then it's some dudes who just like, all right, you could go do what you gotta do. As long as I can see my kid, I'm cool. Like I don't care what nothing you doing.
yeah,
But
some
Exactly.
dudes do right. I know dudes that really rock with their kids for real. But I know dudes that do what you said too.
Hmm.
I know
I mean,
both.
and it's so crazy because it's like that. Even with that DDG situation,
I was gonna
I
break that up.
I don't know if you guys seen that him fighting to keep Holly from taking baby Halo to Italy. And then you got girls, I mean, some women, I don't know, some women just sick in the head. They're like, that is so sassy of him. Why is it sassy of him? Holly did the same thing. He's trying to fight for his child. I don't
Yeah,
understand the concept of women thinking that is so sassy for a man to fight for their child. He's doing everything that she did. He said, I'm gonna play the legal system like she's playing it. The only thing is men don't have a step up in the legal system when it
yeah.
comes to them. Us women do. We
Yeah,
that's
thank you for fair, because that's an advantage for
yeah.
the double standard is in y'all favor when it comes to the court and kids. So and you keeping it real as a woman, I appreciate
But
that.
look, DDG said for Daddy don't go. Cause look, DDG came out with a whole bunch of text messages, all that stuff, calling no girl. Cause he was like, yo, my baby mother's actually crazy, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Not not in their case, he really seemed like a good father. Like he
Mhm.
really seemed like it was really genuine. And now she's saying all these like domestic violence claims, but she never said nothing like that before.
I think she was knocking on his head and he was probably fighting back. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I'm a woman. You know when
Cause,
y'all piss us off, we're swinging first.
cause they seen they split up a whole bunch of clips where she
Not
was talking on like you seen that? But it's like but she
saying
was like, yeah, I'm kind of spiteful, and if people think I'm nice, but I'm really not. I can be mean, and if you get me, if you do something to me, I'm getting revenge. So it's like, yeah, you got a good Disney image, but that might not be who your true self is.
and a
let
lot
me
of the
say this.
times not.
Let me say this. I was in a relationship where the female was abusive. Not me. The female was abusive. So I know females could be spiteful. I know when you sit back and say, "Yeah, I'm ready to like call it quits. I'm ready to break up." That's when they be like, "Oh, okay." That's when they turn up. When you don't want to, when you don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? When you don't want to be there no more. So I know DDG might be going through this for it.
And dudes just can't say like, man, this girl hitting on me. We can't really. Nobody take it serious. Like
No,
men laugh and women laugh about it. You can't, you just gotta take it.
you know what's so crazy? I was watching an episode of, I believe it was The Rookie, and
Right.
Officer Nolan was training. Was it Nolan? I forget. It was one of the officers. They were training their rookie, and they pulled up to a house, and this big white guy's outside, and his girlfriend's she's outside. And the first thing the rookie thought was that the man was abusing a woman. And they took her in the inside and it was like, "Are you okay?" And then Nolan had seen some things, and he's like, "Nah, I think this guy the victim." So they're like, well, let me slide you my card. Not even hours later, they came back to this woman stabbing this man. And he had been being abused by her all the time. And he's this big old giant, and she's this little, really aggressive woman. And she then took his life. And that happens. We seen this when those white girls who killed those black guys stabbed them. I forget her name. Amber, what's her name? I forget her name.
I forgot her name
Anyway,
too, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
over 100 times, and you look at her, and she came out like she was the victim, like, oh, he was so aggressive, he was big and black. And the whole time, all her friends was like, nah, this bitch is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
That's why you got to be
very much,
careful who you lay with.
yeah, but and that's why I think that we should not persecute DDG yet, because we
yeah.
don't know all the facts. I feel
Yeah.
like all of this stuff going on in the media with all of these men, and now we have some men who are doing some dirty stuff.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
women who are getting on the bandwagon of persecuting these men
Yeah.
and know that they have the power, and that's what they're doing. And I think we should reserve some judgment until we see all the facts in the case.
Well, let me ask
So,
you something. Oh, you got something to say, Ru? Go ahead.
so are we persecuting Offset? Because like I don't like how we moving with the Offset situation.
Offset needs to go get him a honey bunny teddy bear and go lay his ass the fuck down, but his thumb his mouth shut the fuck up. She'd have moved on. She's got better. He got way more money. He looks like he's smarter. He's fine. And he
Okay,
ain't got
now,
keys in here. And the
all right,
Migos
so
ain't in the group.
all right, so you're a
And he
female.
got more money than Offset too. He got more money. He got more fame than Offset. It's like she upgraded a little bit. I know the woman
Okay,
gonna be like she upgraded.
all right. Let me ask this one last question, and then Michael, you can ask. So I know you're gonna keep it real. All right, here we go. Here we go. Did Rippy Ma upgrade or no? Like, is it?
Hell no.
Nah, Rimana.
Hell no. Neither one of them did. Hell no.
Neither one of them did.
I bet you don't even know who
Clinton,
he's the Black Captain is.
her net worth is not worth more than Remy. Right
I
now,
don't know. Are you sure about that? I
yes,
gotta look it up. But if you looked it up,
she said it herself. She's just really coming into money. She don't have it like that.
okay. So what's they difference in net worth?
Okay, Easy the Black Captain is a battle rapper. First of all, let's
Nah,
get that
we know he ain't got no money. We talking about
That's what I'm saying.
Clarissa.
So did Remy Ma upgrade by
Nah,
going to Easy the Black Captain?
nah,
Is it over?
she definitely didn't upgrade. She definitely didn't.
Because
He a knockoff Papoose.
yeah,
Yeah,
the nigga look like her. I'm cool with her. I'm cool with her dating.
Her net worth is about $1 million. Remy is about worth five.
okay. She
got the facts. I like that.
I do want to ask you this about Remy and Pat. Well, it's more about Pat. You know how they say online, like Pat kind of seemed like he get with a woman and be the helpmate, like the. So, how would you feel about your guy being like the house husband or the helpmate?
I have no problem with it. You know why? Because I'm out here trying to make this money. I'm out here trying to get us ahead. I need to know that my children are safe with my helpmate. I need to know that my household is running with my helpmate. Because let me tell you, guys, most guys who are helpmates, they are efficient people. And they know how to cook, they know how to clean, they know how to take care of the kids. They know how to do it. Because if I'm out here hustling, baby, somebody gotta be here with the kids. If you ain't in a position to make the money, then you're gonna have to put on the apron. That's just how it is.
Okay, that's true. Let me ask you this though, and be as honest as you can.
Do I get the answer? Because I got some shit to say.
Yeah. Would you respect the man the same though? As a man that's out there working and doing his thing, do you respect him the same?
Absolutely would, as long as he don't play in my face and cheat. Because the moment you cheat, get your broke ass the fuck off.
Hold on. Stop everything. Stop everything. Stop everything.
You gonna say you a broke, no good. You acting like the bitch in the relationship. Soon as he that's what I'm. Don't do it.
Hold on. Wait.
Don't do it.
Now, you have no problem with your man being the helpmate, right?
Mm-hmm.
You outside, you taking care, you getting the money, right? Now, here's the thing. would you cheat on your man for being out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's not doing he's
Mm,
not doing what you're doing.
no,
She ain't
no,
gonna, she ain't
no.
gonna think, but soon as he do anything disrespectful, she gonna let him know he a damn helpmate and she the phone.
I'm a professional cheat back. I'm a
Oh,
professional.
okay.
Your chest going.
Yeah. So
Your
if you cheat on her, she gonna cheat back, but she ain't gonna cheat first.
gonna
I
cheat back.
respect.
I ain't gonna cheat back the first time. I might let you go the first time.
Okay,
But
give him a pass.
but the second time, bitch, you gonna feel this.
Okay, so when you cheat back, do you let him know, or is it just good enough that you know you cheated?
Yeah. He already gonna know. Cause why you getting dressed up, bitch? Dave told me
Oh
to get
yeah. Why you getting dressed up to go to Target?
we going to Target to go see what new makeup line they have over there. I need some new wig glue. You taking me shopping for wig glue. It takes some
This is this
time.
is
Not
this is a
all wigs.
fire episode.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, this is a fire
Uh,
episode. This is one of the best episodes we done did.
okay,
I'm,
so I gotta.
I'm gonna give him something he didn't give me. Honesty.
Oh, okay. So you gonna tell him you
Babe,
cheated,
it's on you.
or he just gonna know you cheated based off your actions?
No, I'm gonna tell him everything that I'm doing.
Hey,
Damn.
this how
Okay, so after you tell him he supposed to stay, cause you like throwing it in his face. He ain't throwing it in your face when he
I'm
cheated.
not throwing it in his face. I'm being very honest with him because it should never come from no one but me. If he chooses to stay, then baby, until we figure this out, then I'm gonna do me. If you want to move along, that's fine. If you want
Oh,
to be a roommate, okay, baby, that's fine.
there's another. Okay, I got you making me think of other
I
questions.
see now. Look, I see now. This is good because we got Michael asking a whole bunch of questions,
So,
so you know it's
so,
fine.
so like, okay, so with Pat, right? He was like, man, Remy cheated on me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and you stayed. You a damn fool. Okay, so if you cheat on your man and he stay, you really gonna respect him? Cause it's different when men cheat on women
Yeah,
and women cheat on a man.
Yes, I'm still gonna come in the house
but you
and cook
can
dinner for him. I'm still gonna hug him. I'm still gonna love on him. And this is the thing. And this is the thing. That other nigga don't get no respect. That other nigga can't disrespect him. That other nigga don't need to breathe his name. And he
no
better not
because
incorrectly. Because
yeah,
at the
because
end of
Michael,
the day, my man.
you gotta understand, bro. Like if you with somebody and you really love that person and y'all cheat, you can work that shit out if you really care
You
about that
can.
person.
Nah, I can't. Me personally, I can't work out.
But you,
If my
but
girl,
Michael, you never.
I know me. I can't do it, but I know
But
people do it every day, so I get it. People do it every day.
cause like I ain't gonna lie, like I beat dude's ass, but I still work it out when
Okay, so
with my
how
shorty
many
though.
cheats your girl got, bro? How many cheats your girl got for you? Like enough is enough.
How long we together? How long we been together though?
It
I need the
don't,
time.
okay, say y'all been together 5 years.
5 years. I can get away with like two, cause if
You
she cheat
hold
on
up,
me,
you would give
hold on,
her two?
wait. She yeah, look, if she cheat on me, cause I'm not a cheater. I'm a
Yeah,
very
she
loyal
cheat
person.
on you. Yeah, that's what we talking.
If she cheat on me, that means I did some, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't supposed to be doing. Like I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm not a cheater. So she like I'm the person that when you come over here, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. So you
Man,
ain't got no reason to even
that,
think that.
some women cheat because if it's like you ain't gotta worry about nothing, and you too nice. Sometimes women cheat because you too nice.
But
But
I'm
Some,
not too nice though. I'm not really nice though.
are they women though?
huh?
Are they grown women though? That sounds childish. You're too nice, so I cheated. They weren't ready for any type of good man. You have to realize
Yeah,
you have to separate the girls from the women. Women who cheat for reasons like that, or oh, you're just not making enough money, so I had to go lay down and let Daryl arch my back. Like, bitch, what the
yeah. Like,
fuck? What?
That's true. We got a real woman, we got girls, we got boys, we got men. Okay, that's true on both sides. But I'm just saying it happens. So
Yeah, but you know, in situations where you've been together for a long time, you know each other's worth. And you
right.
know, if you decide to move on, ain't nobody about to love you the way that your man is loving you, even though he fucked up. Sometimes you got to work through some shit. You know, it's just how loud the disrespect is. You know, it's
Yeah,
some shit
that
nobody
matters.
know about it. Okay, nigga, all right, I'm gonna forgive your ass. I'm still gonna have me 3 or 4 on the side too, but I'm gonna give it to you.
But
For real, I'm
Yeah,
still
and
so
gonna
then
y'all
and
just
then
y'all just
and
bumped
then
up the feet, okay?
I'm
yeah,
Okay.
still
and then
gonna
it's just like also also you could be with somebody and you be like, I ain't even about to play like that with my shorty because I already know what type of time she on. So
Mhm.
like, you know what I mean? Like I'm one of the type of people you ain't gotta cheat on me. You can either come talk to me and say we gotta work on something,
Right.
or you don't gotta cheat on me because I already know I know what can happen with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen people get hurt by that. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So
That's why I
I'm
try to
like,
be as honest as possible because
yeah,
I feel like it's a choice, and I don't believe in taking nobody's choice. If I
Right.
tell a person that I'm feeling, and I'm gonna communicate before I ever do anything. I'm gonna be like, listen, I'm really trying to work through this. I'm really trying
right,
my hardest to get over this, but I can't. And I'm thinking about exploring other options. I just wanted to be open and honest. And how he takes that is how he takes that. That's not on me. That's not my business. I can't
Yeah.
dictate the way he receives it. I can only dictate the way that I handle it. So I try to be as much open and understanding as possible. But I ain't gonna be like, oh man, that dude went D D. I ain't gonna ever do nothing like that. That
cause
nigga
like,
should alive,
Yeah,
cause
and
if you're a
yeah,
real one, you do not like nobody playing in your face, bro. Like
right.
that's you do not like that shit. Like and like she said, if she comes to me and she was honest and she told me, look, we got to work on this. I'm thinking about this. Me being a real one, I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna step my game up, so you got to go over there. You feel me? Like
Right. And
so,
that's what we be looking for. When we're honest like that, we're begging you. We're doing everything. Like we're begging you, please change. Please fix this because
real,
my
real.
heart, my heart is starting to push you out. And I don't want anyone but you. But if you keep on putting yourself in a position for my heart to push you out, then it's making room for someone else. And I don't want to do that. I'm not ready to push this to the side. But if they ignore that and they don't respect that, then after a while, women, we have no anyone. Now you can't even stand that motherfucker the way he chew. Bitch, why are you so loud?
yeah. Everything.
Facts.
I know
Bro,
me too. That's how I am. If my girl, that's how I'm be like. She because if she be like, you left the toilet seat now, I be like, yeah, but you cheated. I love you, man. Okay, so about the Diddy thing. So I've been really following it. It's a woman on TikTok named I am not a lawyer, but and she break down a lot of cases. So now she doing the Diddy. So I'm really following this. And Torre, he was a journalist for Rolling Stone. He used to work at BT. I'm following him too. So I'm really following the case.
Me
So
too.
I saw excerpt where they said Diddy Cassie was on stand and she said her last straw was when Diddy was messing with a woman named Gina. That was her last straw. She didn't say domestic violence was her last straw or him messing with a woman or him being controlling or whatever. So my question is this, or my statement or whatever. Um, Sometimes women and men, I guess, but in this case women, sometimes women are being like say abusive relationship, but she'll stay because of uh money, lifestyle. Like Diddy have money. Diddy was buying her houses, cars. He gave her status. So if you stay because some women like, okay, my man got all this, I ain't leaving even if he do cheat, even if he do abuse me. I'm not leaving. So if you don't leave because of what you're getting, can you come back later and say, oh, he was abusive? Because it's like if you decide to stay, because I know at certain point she was afraid to leave, right? I get that, but you afraid to leave, but you also like the lifestyle too, because you said you like the lifestyle. He was helping you with your career. Now I know that men with money sometimes they use their money to control you. So
But but here's
if
but
you
here's the
able
thing
to
you're
get bought up,
here's the thing you're forgetting about this. Diddy was treating Cassie like a wifey, you know what I mean? But doing everything with her, taking her out, this, that, and the third. Now
Oh, he
she
was
was
never treated
messing,
wifey.
huh?
yeah,
He was
he ain't treated like no wifey.
I mean, but this is what I'm saying though. That, like he was taking her places, going out and doing. Now she could have walked away a lot of times, bro. She could have walked away.
But she said he controlled his. He controlled her money and all that. I get all that, right?
I
But
listen, bro.
she could have just said, you know what, you can have all this. I'm about to go back to my mom's and start over.
He
What
didn't
do you
control
say?
all that money. I think that she was used to spending and she couldn't budget. Because look right now. When she left, she wasn't poor. She wasn't broke. She was still trying to live a lifestyle that she wasn't prepared. I mean, she wasn't financially ready to live still.
That's
And and her husband whispered in her ear, bitch, if you don't go get that
so.
Yeah, I know.
So you are one of the people that think they were in cahoots as far as the
exactly
lawsuit.
that's
Hell yeah, I
they
think you
moved in with
too.
they moved in with her or his parents. I don't know which one.
Yeah.
And listen, let me tell you something, y'all. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. I'm a woman. Okay.
She put the glasses down. That's how it's gonna
You
get real.
know it's serious.
I am a
Let
mother.
them know.
A mother is going to find every way that we can to squeeze a dollar out of a turnip. She looked at every possible scenario she had to make money, and she realized that her big payday was everything that she knew about Diddy. Trust me, she explored every other option before she even went, the Diddy route. But she said, you know what? I'm gonna have to do it because her husband been telling her to do it. She didn't want to do it because she like, I don't know how this is gonna make me look. And then he was like, no,
Yeah.
you're light skinned.
Nah, cause
You're
her
light skinned.
husband was like, her husband was like, we over here living like this, and this man over here got all this money. You better go sue this nigga. Like
But,
that's the
but that's what I'm saying. So if she stayed because of what she was getting, because of how she was benefiting, now you're gonna turn around and act like you was a super victim when you stayed because of the lifestyle.
yeah,
You
hell
chose
yeah.
to stay. Cause I ain't gonna lie. So back in the day, I was on this dating site called Tag, right?
I
And
was on there too. So a bunch of
oh,
hoes.
so you was on Tag?
Heard of it. Y'all talking about y'all was on it.
Yeah, we
I
was
was
on.
on there.
I don't know how long you been married to love, but yeah, we was on Tag back in the day.
She had to turn off
So,
her mic and go off.
so, so like, man, the chick on Tag, she had 9 kids, right? She had 9 kids.
Shit.
So I was like, man, you had some twins or something? She's like, nah, she had 9 kids one by one. I'm like, damn. So
Nigga had a whole
so yeah,
basketball team.
but she was a stay-at-home mom. She didn't work. So what she said she braid hair on the side, but the husband make all the money, house, he paid for everything. So she was like, I was like, well, why don't you leave if he abusive? Because she said he abusive. And she was like, well, I got 9 kids and he work and I'm pretty much a stay-at-home mom. Okay, so you pretty much deciding to put up with this because y'all got 9 kids and he making all the money. You ain't trying to figure this out with 9 kids.
Right.
And
I ain't gonna
you
lie, it be
feel,
like that sometimes.
feel stuck. So but people use their money to control you. So that's why I don't let people control me with money because people will use it. So if you decide,
But it's different though. Like with a female, it's different. Y'all
nah,
already
but
said.
women getting their money out here today though. This ain't 1965.
But hold on,
If this was 1955, I'll be with you, but not today.
but you already
Women
said,
be
bro.
bossing up.
But Michael, you already said, bro, that the system is not made for men, bro. It's made for the females. As soon as the female say something, bro, it's up.
No, that ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if a woman decide to stay because he got money, status, he buying her cars and houses, can she come back later and play the victim and say, I was abused? Yes, you was abused, but you decided to stay for this lifestyle.
But they can still say that though. That's what I'm saying.
The,
I
the
mean,
law, the law recognizes something called Stockholm syndrome. So what Stockholm syndrome is saying is that women often, and not just women, people fall in love with their abusers, because when you're around that person for so long, because let's look at it, human nature. Most of us want companionship. We'd be lonely. We want love. We want understanding. And when you dealing with someone who's like Diddy or similar to Diddy, they're gonna give you love, what you think is love. They're gonna tell you love bombs. I love you, girl. I love you. I did all of this in you. I mean, not in you. My bad. For you.
For you.
All right. I knew we were gonna get there.
Get off the party, no.
Yes.
I knew we were gonna get there. I knew we was gonna get there.
Yes. And so then the woman starts. Usually, women have Stockholm syndrome. They start thinking like, well, maybe he does care about me. Maybe he does love me. So we'll start to see that monster turn into a prince, similar like how Belle, Beauty and the Beast did. Look, that nigga locked her up in a cage and she didn't fell in love with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So that the law recognizes that. But I do think that we do need to distinguish Stockholm syndrome from women who just don't want to be homeless, because I feel like I feel like you was
it's a thin line, but you're 100% right. I just say, if you stay with them because you're in love, though.
No, but look though, Michael.
You did do those bad things, but you decided to stay. So my girl cheated on me 10 times. My girl cheated on me 10 times, and I decided to stay as a man because I love her.
But hold on, Michael. What if that's all that you're used to, though?
But that's what I'm saying. But that's still, though, I don't know. That's still,
because look, like I knew a female who just, she said the only way I feel like you love me is if you show some sort of abuse, and I had to get up out of there, bro.
I've had women tell me that too, and I thought, I'm like, man, that's very a distorted way of thinking.
I was one of the women who thought that way.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like
after
that.
your abuser abuses you, they reassure you that they love you.
Yeah, they do. Because
they do. So you like, oh, I just make him mad. He just loved me so much. He just go fucking crazy. No, bitch, that nigga ain't gonna go crazy on nobody else. He don't value you, respect you, or love you. He knows you're gonna talk and deal with it. The next bitch gonna bust him in the head with a frying pan and pour grits on him. They ain't playing that.
Yeah, we all seen what's love got to do with it. I mean, I could beat Tina, and then in the morning he'll have like a diamond bracelet next to the bed. You know what I mean?
I was a dude that used to talk to females that went through a lot of abuse, and I never abused a female, so they didn't know how to react towards me. So they, you know what I mean? They started acting out of pocket. You know what I mean? Getting loud, yelling, arguing, this, that, because that's all they're used to. You know what I mean?
They want you to try to fight them, yeah.
So when you're used to, when a person's used to that, they gonna try to break you down to make you seem like they're turn into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Diddy got a lot of issues.
He been like that though. He been like that.
But I want to highlight this because I'm over everybody talking about, oh, Diddy. Listen, rich people that made so much money, they didn't travel to so many different places. That was what he said. I've been around the world, and
yeah.
I don't even know the rest of the fucking song, but I know what he was saying.
Yeah.
Shit, he done bought fucking how many of the same outfits. There's only so much that money can do for you, and people don't understand when you're super rich and you have all that money, life gets boring.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think we have so many deviant behaviors out here? Because you think a lot of things. I don't want to say because we might get canceled. Listen, a lot of stuff.
We ain't got that many.
Because the ancient Romans, they didn't watch so much stuff. They didn't seen so much stuff. They didn't ate so much food. They didn't been so many places that they start making people fight each other for entertainment. They start indulging in activities that they shouldn't have been indulging in because they don't have time. That's why they have these parties. They have these parties because what else do we have to do but be evil?
I
Right.
I remember Bow Wow saying he was like, "Man, I was rich so young and did everything." He was like, "When I got like 21, he was like, I was depressed because you know how the average person be like, they got goals to work to. Man, when I get 30, I'm gonna do this. When I get 40, I'm gonna do this. 50, I'm gonna do this. He done already did everything. He 21. He 18 years old. He done did everything. He ain't got nothing else to do now. So he like, damn, we just sitting here and like I heard basketball players say that after they retired, Gilbert Arenas, he like, man, I retired. I had $100 million. All I knew is basketball since I was 5 years old. Now I ain't playing no more. He said I had $100 million and I was depressed.
Mm.
No,
I
I'm gonna
I
keep it.
didn't
I'm
have
gonna
a
keep it.
purpose no more.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. I had a job for 16 years. COVID stopped the job or whatever. When that happened, bro, I got depressed. I was like, what am I gonna do? Then I started podcasting. It's been up ever since. So I
Yeah.
know exactly what everybody's going through.
Yeah, a lot of people like doing COVID, they really got you saw how strong your relationship was because I think a lot of people need that job and that time away from home and that time away from each other to keep the relationship solid. They can't see their person every day, every second of the day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
Right.
people, you love them, but you don't love them that much. Y'all need that break apart, and when you don't have that break apart during COVID, it can cause a lot of people got divorced. Now you smiled when I said that. I don't know if you want to tell a story or not. If you don't, I leave it alone. But
I don't know because okay, so my husband and I have lunch almost every day together at his job.
okay,
That's fire.
I'll
that,
cook
yeah,
I'll cook lunch or I'll bring him lunch. And his coworkers was like, where are you about to go? He's like, I'm about to have lunch with your wife. They was like, again? He's like, yeah. That's like, dang, you don't ever get tired of seeing your wife? He's like, nah, I love my wife. He's like, I'm tired of seeing my wife, but his wife worked with him. So I was like, that's different. Okay.
yeah. Your
And then,
wife,
and then like,
you gotta go home to her. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
and then
different.
like, if your partner is your best friend, you're not gonna get tired of him like that. Like you gonna get tired, but it's just like you gonna be alright. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's what I
like
believe, man.
yeah, and that's my best friend. I'm his best friend. We look forward to our lunch dates.
That's
Like, even when he has to work overnight and I'm here, I'm up on the phone with him all night because I can't sleep when he's not here. Because
wow.
this
That's
is my
cool.
Oh, that's
that
that
that's
old school. That's that old school high school. We on the you hang up. No, you hang up. No.
Fall
right.
asleep on the phone.
Yes, I gotta be in his arms. Like I lay in this man's arms, and 5 minutes later, I'm asleep, just knocked
So
so that's why I'm like, I don't know. We work each other's nerves. And I would cuss him the out, y'all.
That's
yeah.
a fact. I
He
feel
get on
like
my
you
Man,
have to.
you seem so nice. I can't see you doing that now.
Shit, I can. Shit, I can.
listen. That's why I told y'all that Holly Bailey thing. I don't believe all that because I'm a woman.
That's what I was just about to say. I was being sarcastic.
I am no, but I am nice though. You just
Yeah, I know.
in order to get a certain side of me, you have to push me. You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
you have to make me mad because then I don't know who the fuck I am. Call me Incredible Hulk. I don't know.
What's your sign?
Bro,
You got one of them crazy signs?
I'm a Leo.
Okay, I don't really know too much about this.
you a Leo?
I do know a real crazy Leo. She tried to shoot somebody before, so yeah.
I know. Hold on. Let me say this. My best friend, that's my dog for like years. She's a Leo, and I'm a Cancer. We are like the best of friends because we're like opposite of each other, but we complement each other at the same time. I don't know how to explain it though. It's like,
Yeah.
so
I
we
mean,
like the best of
I,
friends.
I get it. My husband's a Taurus, and so
Okay.
everyone says that Taurus and Leos aren't compatible, but he
It
can't get
worked
enough.
for y'all. Yeah.
I think that the world said we weren't compatible, and he's like, "Shit, I want to try that."
Yeah,
So
we made it work. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you want to be like you want to go against the grain. Sometimes
You
everybody
know what
like,
it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's like if we find something that we like in a person, We'll make it work. Yeah, no matter how you know what I'm saying how bad it might
Mhm.
get. Like,
Yeah, that's what's up.
but
Yeah.
listen, this been a fire show. I had to put a cap on it because if I didn't, we would keep talking. So,
Yeah. Hey,
oh,
look,
just
thanks
just for
for
y'all to
the
know,
email input. We need that every now and then on this show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
just y'all to know, I named this episode 39. It's wrong until I say it's right. That's what I done. That's what it's wrong until I say it's right.
All right, well, Lord, you want to give your socials and let everybody know how to stay in contact with you?
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, guys, you can follow me over on YouTube at the Lauren Hour Network, or you can follow me on Facebook at Alora Sakura Dannon. And I'm pretty sure I spelled it wrong, but just type in Alora Dannon, you'll find me. As a shortcut, y'all, is that so let me fit. You can find me on TikTok at Alora Sakura Dannon, also IG at Mrs. Kane, his queen, because period. Um, but thank
I'm
you
about
guys.
to follow you right now.
Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, did you give them the TikTok? You gotta give them the
Oh yeah,
TikTok.
I think I gave him my TikTok. It's the Laura Sakura Dannon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
TikTok.
like what can we pull up on your show so we can start some.
And listen, I'm actually about to come back with my show. So I'm thinking next week I'm gonna come back. Yeah, I need steady guests, y'all. So I've been out the podcast game for a little bit, and I have a big interview coming up with someone I can't spill the beans just as yet. Just
Congrats.
thank you. Y'all see my speech and stuff. I gotta get it together. I gotta get it together.
Gotta be
Together. I need
professional, Lord.
that.
Okay, I just added you on Facebook, like sent you a friend
Okay,
request.
let me accept it. Because if I don't accept it now, it will be lingering. Ooh, room for life. Like it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. All right, Michael, give your socials, and then I'm gonna give my
All
we up out of here, bro.
Man, see me on TikTok. I am Michael57. I'm gonna be posting some more content, so just be on the lookout. I got a
He be
few things
lying.
in
He
the
be lying. He be lying.
pipeline. And then hit me up on Instagram, Michael57 underscore. I'm on fan base that's owned by a black man. I am Michael57. Y'all check out fan base.
I
Facebook,
don't even do that on fan base.
I'll be on that. I'll post the same stuff I post on all the other socials. Um, Facebook, Michael Watson, got the crutches, black shirt. Y'all will see me. Anything else? YouTube, Handicap and Chill podcast. My
Yeah.
website, Michael57.com. And that's it.
All right, so listen, it's the coolest dude in the wheelchair, you know what I'm saying, rude like that. So you can follow me on Instagram at rude life period NASA. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me on threads, rude life period NASA. I'm on Facebook too, rude life NASA. Um subscribe to Handicap and Chill podcast, you know what I mean? Like my list ain't that long, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on the black owned network trying to, you know what I'm saying? Although I support it. You know. But it's been a great show, people. But I gotta tell you guys goodbye.
Bye.
Yes.
Peace.